Growing up, I watched a lot of TV, a lot of cartoons. And one of the things or themes that kept coming up in different shows and cartoons was somebody was on the beach and they found a bottle. And whether it was a bottle or a lamp, and they rubbed it, and whew, this genie came out. And the genie told them, you have 3 wishes. What are your 3 wishes? And I often thought, what if I had those 3 wishes? You know, what would I do with them? Well, in Proverbs chapter 30, verses 7 through 9, he prays a prayer. He asks for 2 things. And I don't know if this would be a good give me prayer, because most of the time when I pray, it's like, give me this, God, give me this, give me this, give me this. I sometimes treat God like a genie. You want to be real and admit that too? Sometimes we all do. But this is a good give me prayer because what he's asking for, I think, is really good. And I think he's got to ask for more than 2 things, but he starts by saying this. Proverbs chapter 30, starting in verse 7. 2 things I ask of you. Deny them not to me before I die. Number 1, remove far from me falsehood and lying. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is needful for me. Verse 9, lest I be full and deny you, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and profane the name of my God. I think this is a really good give me prayer. Like, God, give me these 2 things. I really want these 2 things. I want you to remove falsehood and lying from me. I don't want to be a person who lies. And it's funny because sometimes when I go to assemblies, I talk to students and I ask them questions, a series of questions. And one of the questions is this: how many of you feel adults don't trust you? Like your parents or teachers don't trust you? Hands go up. How many get upset that they don't trust you? So now you really wish they would trust you more? Hands go up. Okay, let's be honest. Everybody say real talk. They say real talk. Don't lie to me. Be real. How many of you are irresponsible? Hands go up. They will admit they're responsible. How many guys lie a lot? Hands go up. And I said, let me get this right. You feel that parents and your teachers don't trust you, and you don't like the fact they don't trust you, but yet you just admitted to a bunch of irresponsible liars. And you should see the look on these kids' faces. They start looking like, oh, okay. And just to expose it like that, because lying and falsehood is a huge problem. Because if you don't tell me the truth, I can't trust you. And it takes a while to get that trust back. So he wrote here, deny them not to me before I die. Remove falsehood far from me and lying. Give me neither poverty or riches. I like that prayer. So first, don't let me be a liar. Secondly, remove poverty and riches from me. Feed me with the food that is needful for me. Or another translation says, feed me for the food that's mine, or that you have for me. So he doesn't want to be filthy rich. He doesn't want to be poor, but he wants what God has for him. I think that alone right there is an amazing prayer. The fact that, God, I don't need all these things, but give me what you have for me. Give me what's needful for me. And that's a prayer I want to pray. I don't want to be filthy rich, because a lot of people say, oh, if I had all this money, I'd give it to the church. Nah. we think we would do that, right? And sometimes people who I think God has blessed with wealth, sometimes they're the most generous people. But I think you got to get in the right place for that. If $1 million jumped into my lap right now, what would I do with it? Hopefully, I would use it well. But I think not having $1 million and working hard for what I have, teaching me right now how to use those things is beneficial. So I don't think people who are rich are bad or people who are poor are bad. And I like this prayer. God, give me what's needful for me. What do you have for me? Would you give me that? I don't want to be a liar. I don't want to be untruthful. I don't want to be nasty, filthy rich necessarily. And I don't want to be poor, because if I do these things, either one can go bad. He says, lest I be full and deny you. If I'm rich, I might have all these things, and those things become my God. So I don't think it's wrong to own things. The problem is when things own you. That becomes the problem. So he says, I don't want all that, because guess what? I may be full and deny you. And say, who is the Lord? Like, I don't need the Lord. And I think there's some stories in the Bible about that, where people were so rich and they denied that they knew who God was, or they didn't need God. So don't do that. Nor, I don't want to be so poor that I would end up poor and I would steal and I would profane your name. And so, although he asked for 2 things, not to be a liar, and I don't even know. I'd have to do some more research. It just caught me off guard. I'm just doing it off the top of my head. I don't know. The 2 things, it looks like it's 4 things. I don't want to be a false, no lying. That's 1. I don't want to be rich, and I don't want to be poor. So it looks like 3. But for me, what I got from this whole thing was this. At the end of verse 8. Feed me with the food that is needful for me. And that's the one thing I want to ask God for me. I guess I got other things I'm asking God too, so I don't say one thing. But from this passage, what jumped out at me the most was this. Feed me with the food that is needful for me. And the thing is, God, you know my heart. You know me in and out. You know my coming and my going. It says in Psalm 139, you know all things about me. And so give me what you think is best for me. And I will be happy with that. Teach me to be satisfied with what you have for me. I think that's a great prayer, because I know for me, living where I live and watching TV and social media, everything is always screaming to me, you are unhappy, you're unhappy, you won't be happy until you buy this and you buy that. And sometimes I fall for it. But my prayer is, God, don't help me not to think that I'm gonna get fulfillment from that new gadget or those new pair of shoes or whatever it is. God, give me what's needful for me. Feed me with the food. Give me the things that's needful for me to be the best I can be, to glorify you, because I want to live a life that is pleasing to you. Tell me what you think. Read that. Proverbs chapter 30, verses 7 through 9. Leave some thoughts in the comments. Give me some feedback. What do you think about this passage? If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and also like it. And go ahead and share it as well, because we want to create more and more resources to help you connect faith and life. And for me, this passage really helped me connect faith and life. I don't want to be filthy rich. I don't want to be poor. I want what you have for me, God, and hopefully help you as well. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time. Peace.